Hello and welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. We have got kind of a mishmash of stuff to go through today, and it's all Temu except for one special item that I can't wait to show you and talk to you about today. But first, are you guys ready for your useless knowledge? Because I am. This one is kind of interesting. This is Pig Beach. Now, if you've never heard of it, Pig Beach is a small island off of the Bahamas that is populated only by feral swimming pigs. So, there you go. There's your useless knowledge for today. Now, before we get into anything, obviously I'm going to introduce you to my kitty cat Koi. For those of you who are not new here, you know her, you love her, but for some of you who are new here and do not like kitty tails and kitty butts wigging across the screen, she is in need of extra attention today, but I will be putting her away for a little bit because she's extra needy, you guys. But she is a staple on this channel, and she's going to make her appearances, and she has her own followers. And so if this is not your jam, this might not be a channel for you. So first things first, let's talk about this. This is GONA jewelry. Now, what I was looking through is a lot of charm bracelets, charm earrings, beautiful options that I was able to choose from. But let's talk a little bit about what is GONA. So GONA has a special slogan, and it's gonna be with you. And it encapsulates our belief in empowering you to become the best version of yourself. We inspire self-expression and confidence through high-quality, customizable products. So when you purchase a jewelry piece, it comes with its first charms, but you can continuously add on to them and purchase more charms, which is really kind of cool and unique. So you can build a piece of jewelry as you go, or you can build it on the spot and give it to somebody as a gift. That kind of brings to light what that person is, you know, if they love horses, if they love deer, if they love, you know, what have you. You can choose through some of the charms and create your own and give it as a gift. Now, a couple of things that are really interesting about them is that each purchase you make goes to 2 foundations. So let me explain to you the 2 foundations that they donate to with every purchase that you make. So again, talking about the 2 foundations that they work with the donations that they make is a nice option for you if you are, you know, if you're the kind of person that likes to make purchases while supporting foundations. The 2 foundations that they support is the World Animal Protection and then the Oceanic Preservation Society. So the first one, the animal protection, the World Animal Protection, is actively donated portion to the World Animal Protection to support animal conservation efforts. I cannot speak today. This could be a very interesting video. The second one is the Oceanic Preserve. They donate a portion to the marine protection organizations to support oceanic conservation efforts. So if those 2 things interest you in being able to support foundations, support a good cause while you're making your purchases, while you're building something special for a friend or a family member, a loved one, it is a great opportunity for you to do that. Ooh, Lordy, she just zoomed right in on me, which by the way, is fine because we are going to break into this. So this is the box and how it is received. I did open up the tape so that I could kind of open it up a little bit and get it started. But here's the box that it comes in. Very classic, very clean, very crisp. As you open it up, this is what you will see. So right up at the tippy top, you have some information, and this is very sweet of them. They also included a handwritten note. Dear Faith, here's your unique key to GONA's magic world. May you can always stay true to you, as GONA gonna always be on your side. Cassie, the GONA Jewelry team. Again, guys, I am fumbling over my words, but I think you're going to get the idea of what I am saying. So then there's this next little envelope. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So I didn't see this. So this is a test report. So these are 925 sterling silver certificates. And there is test results in there to let you know that the test results come back as, yes, certified 925 sterling silver. And gives you a little bit of information on that as well. What else is on here? What else is on here? It passes European regulations. And then it's signed on behalf of the SGS, Standard Technical Customer Service Manager. Very cool, very interesting. The sample was created on February 27th, and the testing period was between February 22nd to March 3rd. So very interesting that they do that, just in case you were wondering. And then what is this little guy? This little guy, oh, okay, so this is just kind of describing to you some of their flagship stores. But here's what we're looking at. So these are charm bracelets. Now, they don't come with this many charms on them. You have to build it up to this point, but you can see how full you can make it with buying additional charms. Now, another thing just for reference is, yes, these are sterling silver, but the pieces that I picked up also have a 14 karat gold plated enamel. So that's also very nice because I have sensitive skin, and gold, silver, I can wear, but anything imitation, I cannot. So without further ado, let's look a little bit deeper into this box. So we have it nicely sealed with this beautiful paper wrapping, a little sticker that says thank you. Inside we have the grass. So that kind of keeps the space condensed so your stuff isn't floating around in there. And we have the two packages here. And then if you wanted to give it as a gift, they also include a little gift bag for you. So now, I haven't seen these. So I'm gonna give you a first peek. Ta-da-da. All right. This is really pretty, you guys. This is really pretty. And it's heavy too. It is pretty stinking heavy. Now, one of the things that they recommend is they do have 3 different sizes. They kind of got like a small, medium, large. They recommend that you measure your wrist so you can get appropriate size, but consider the fact that you're going to be putting charms on it. So you will want to kind of get maybe a little bit larger size than you normally would so that you can fit the charms on there as well. But you'll see those pretty little CZs on there and all the little details that they include on there. On the little circle itself, it says, I love you to the moon and back. So you might not be able to see because it's very itsy bitsy, but I will try to get you all nice and zoomed in so you can see all those little details on there. Isn't that beautiful? And they also have, so when you close it up, how do I close it up? Okay, could that be it? Yes, that is it. Okay, so you stick the little tiny little end, this little end, there's a cutout in there. So you'll see that little cutout. That's where that goes. And then you close it up, and it's got this beautiful little chain addition on it. Clip. And then it just pops right in there. And so you've got that beautiful little chain, and then you can tighten that chain, you can loosen that chain, and then you have your charm bracelet. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Now the next piece I got was a pair of earrings to go with it. So, there are the earrings. Aren't those beautiful? Let's take it out of the little package here and take a look at it a little bit closer. I love how they're nicely packaged so they're not going to roll around on you. Let me see. Okay. So they're just a simple hoop earring with this type of clasp. And I wonder, you can. So you can take the little bauble off here and you can put on different charms if you wanted to. I think maybe what I might do is take those little charms off and add it to my bracelet. So let's see if I can do that. Here's what you may need to do this. I think this is going to be a handy little tool, but there is a little lip. I can fix that. There's a little lip here that opens up, and this is hinged. So then that will come off the end here, and then you can switch out your charms. So now that it's open, you can put your charms on there like so. So again, totally and completely customizable. And like I said, I'm gonna add those charms from my earrings to my necklace. So I'm gonna do that, complete that, and I will be right back. We are all put together. I added the 2 additional charms to it, and I, for reference, picked up the medium size. And here's how it fits on me. Now, I like my bracelets to be a little bit more loose fitting, so this is totally fine with me. But if you have tinier wrists than I do and you don't intend to buy a bunch of charms and you just want to stick with the charms that it came with, I would say maybe get the smaller size. But here we have the bracelet, and then of course the earrings to go with it. Now, I'm not going to put them in, but they are a nice little size. They're not too big, not too small, because I do have some more earrings I want to show you for this haul that's going to match what I am wearing. But I love this. This is a beautiful concept as a gift for somebody. It is a very unique way to personalize something for somebody, and I just really love what the company stands for. So if you're interested in picking this up, check out the coupon code, check out my links that are going to be in the description box, and you can find one for yourself too. All right, I had Miss Koi put away so that we can be unencumbered by floofy tails while I showed you that beautiful jewelry, but I have now released the Kraken. So she is going to join us again very shortly. I am sure of it. Let's get into first some Temu wigs, of course, because I am wearing one Temu wig that I did a YouTube short on. This one is stinking good. This one is stinking good, you guys. I really love this one. I love the short bob with the extra layers that kind of give it a little bit more volume up here, a little less volume down here. It is a lace front wig. So let me take this off and show you the cap construction on this one. And I also have another one that I'm going to put on for you. So the cap construction on this one, the one thing that I would probably remove myself because I do wear caps is this comb that is kind of in the middle in the back, because I find that those will rip through here. So I'm just going to cut this one out, just release the seam there, and then just pull this out and put it in my stash for maybe another wig that I might need it for in the future. It does have the 2 side combs, but nothing at the nape, so no comb down here, but it does have those bra strap adjusters. It has all of this parting free space up at the top. Again, it is lace front. You do have to cut the lace when you get it in. And yes, it has makeup on it. Now, one of the things that I can say is that if you're going to be wearing lace front and you wear makeup like I wear makeup, like mask full, this isn't, I mean, if I was to take a makeup wipe and just swipe it across my face, it's going to be like 2-3 tones different. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so then you'll just take a makeup removing wipe to this lace when you are done with it for the day, so that makeup does not stain that lace permanently, okay? So this is a beautiful, beautiful wig. It is kind of this pinky platinum, if you will, not rooted. So I don't mind a non-rooted wig, not at all. I do like the natural look of a rooted wig, but I also like my wigs to sometimes be all one color. So if you prefer a rooted wig, this is not going to be for you, but it has these nice beachy waves to it. Now, the thing that they call it now is, you know, water waves, but, you know, back in the day, they used to be crimps, and then it was waves, water waves, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful. Now, one of the things with a wig like this is you do not want to comb them, okay? You will finger comb them at the most. If you take a brush to it, it's gonna get frizzy. Now, one of the things that you can do to help maintain these and not have them look poofy and frizzy is just dunk them in water. Dunk them in water, shake them out, and let it dry. Okay, that's the best way to get this chunky, piecey look back into it and get that frizz out. Again, you don't want to brush these, okay? I want to stress that. Don't brush these. Just kind of let it do its thing. All right, I use my mirror here because I'm going to put on a second wig. But before I do that, I am going to share with you the cap construction on this one. So this one was mildly misleading in the photo because it did look like it had a lace front and it had a large parting space. But what it has is kind of like this imitation scalpina area. I don't know what they want to call that. And FYI, by the way, yes, here's my nails. They are all messed up, and I will tell you why, because I have a really cool product to show you. So what does that mean? So what that means is you have what looks like a realistic scalp up here. So you can, I think you can, maybe, yes, you can adjust the part and still have it look realistic. However, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to adjust the part, you will definitely have to use heat tools, heat combs, your tricks for the blow dryer to give it volume and to be able to manipulate those fibers. Now, what I mean by manipulating fibers is because this is a synthetic wig, almost maybe 1 or 2 human hair wigs that all you do is your regular heat treat and that's it. With a synthetic wig, first you need to warm up the fibers. Once you warm up the fibers and you've created whatever curl you want with it, whatever crimp you want in it, you have to then cool it down in that curl, in that crimp, what have you, that you've created in it so it holds that shape, okay? Now, this one I've picked up because I have been dying for something with pink, and this has pink. So clearly it has the dark roots. It has some muddy pieces up at the top with some fluffy bangs in the curtain bangs is what they call that. And it is on a little bit of a lace front here so that it's not completely a hard front. I don't quite care for the hard fronts anymore. Now, you know, McDonald's was great, but steak is better. That's where I'm at. Now that I've had the steak, I don't want to go back to the McDonald's. And this is a little bit more like Applebee's. So we've got like McDonald's, Applebee's, and then a fancy steakhouse. This is like Applebee's. What you'll need is one of these. Okay, this is a more expensive brand. I don't remember what it is because I think I've kind of rubbed off the label. I think it's like a wet dry brush, one of those brands. But you can actually find these at the Dollar Tree. So save your money, go to the Dollar Tree, grab one of these. Okay, you always want to start from the bottom of your wig, brushing gently and working your way up. Always work your way up. So basically what you want to avoid is if you were to start brushing from the top and going to the bottom, that can coil up those fibers, create a larger mess, damage the fibers, and then you'll have a poopy mess, right? Okay, so this wig is pretty long. Now, this one has no combs, but it does have the broad juster straps in the back. So put that on. I have it tightened to where I want it. Floof. Now this one is going to need help. So you guys are gonna look at it and go, ew, Faith, gross, right? But this one is going to need help. This one is going to need blow dryer trick. This one is going to need the heat comb trick because up at the tippy top is kind of flat in a unflattering way. But I also want to be able to take these bangs and give it some oomph. Okay, so I will be doing that heat trick on it, but I just want to show you what it looks like out of the box. Now the density of this is absolutely gorgeous. It's not too much, it's not too little. So if you are new to wig wearing, and sometimes when you get these longer wigs, they will have an exorbitant amount of density to it, and it might feel like too much hair for you. But I almost want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is kind of like a wolf cut. Could I be wrong on that? So from a distance, absolutely fabulous. I think this side is doing exactly what I would want this side to do, which it's not. And that's why I'm gonna come in here with a heat comb. I'm gonna come in here with some volumizing with the blow dryer trick, holding it upside down, heating up those fibers, making them form to being a little bit more floofy, and then cool shotting it, making sure that I'm letting it cool and shaking it out upside down, and that will make those fibers give it a little extra volume. Now that we have added some extra volume, I did the blow dryer trick. I only did it once. Obviously, you can do it several times if you're still not achieving the volume that you want, or you can come in with a heat comb. Now, here's what can happen when you use heat and stuff, right? It can create more tangles and it can create more frizz. The best, the safest way to detangle your hair and to defrizz it, agua, okay? Agua. Spritz it. You don't have to soak it. Just spritz it a little bit, okay? This is going to help detangle. It's going to help defrizz it. Now, is it going to take out the curls? No. These curls are pretty much permanently in place until you manipulate it again with heat, okay? So you can go out in the rain and not worry about your hair losing its body and shape. Once it dries, it goes right back to where it was, which is a beautiful thing when it comes to synthetic wigs, okay? So I've got it a little bit detangled now. I've got it a little frizz-free. Let's pop it back on and see what she looks like. Floop. Okay. Well now, what I would do is take my heat comb to this just a little bit, because we certainly did. We got some volume in those curtain bangs, but now it's a little bit in my face. However, that's totally fine too, okay? But yes, see what just a little bit of a blow dryer, just 30 seconds with the blow dryer, what it does for you. Okay, so you can take these inexpensive wigs that might look goofy out of the bag. Don't be discouraged by that, ladies. If you are wanting to save some money on wigs and not spend a ton of money on them, and you like the inexpensive synthetic wigs, now mind you, they're not going to last a very long time, not like some of the higher quality ones, but like I said, water is going to be your best friend. With these cheaper synthetic ones, try to avoid your dry shampoos, your hair conditioners, all of those things, because all that's going to do is gum and muck up your fibers. So trying to keep them clean right off the bat, out of the gate. My phone is zooming in, zooming out. Are you getting dizzy yet? Right off the gate. You're going to want to just do minimal products on this as much as possible. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you with wigs, here's a couple of options for you. Oh my gosh. She's got a mind of her own today. I don't know. It's going off of my watch, you guys. I use my watch as my shutter. So I'm going to take it off. How's that? I'm going to say, let me fix this. I will be right back. Okay, maybe she'll be done being a poop turd, and I put my other blonde one back on. This is the one I'm feeling today. This is the vibe that I'm feeling. Again, you guys, a different wig can really make a difference in your self-confidence for the day. It can really make a difference in pulling together an outfit. Don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated by wearing wigs, okay? Wear all the different colors. Wear all the different lengths, all the different styles. Dress yourself up. Just think of it as another pair of earrings or a bracelet, right? So to take care of your wigs, the best thing you can do is keep them covered. Now, I cycle through my wigs a lot, so they're not going to necessarily get dusty. But for some of the ones that I'm not using, I do put into little bags. And I do have some to show you. But first, how I hang my wigs is I use these. This came in a 10-pack. And you can get them in black or white. White for the day was the least expensive. So what you'll do is you'll take one of these hangers, you'll put one side in like so, and then you'll take your other side and do the same thing, looping it down, and now you can hang it. There's a couple of different ways that you can hang wigs. This is number one. Another way that I've seen people hang their wigs is with clips. Where did I put the clips? I have a pile, a Temu pile. Found them. Other things that I have seen people do is using clips. Now, I assumed that these clips were going to be a little bit bigger than what they are. I should have looked at dimensions, but these are just little clips with hooks. And this isn't going to work for me specifically. I'm going to utilize these for something else. They were not very expensive. This came in a bloop. How many pack? 50 pieces. So I've seen people do this. I've seen people take their wigs, take the back of it. If it has a comb in the back, they'll attach it to the comb, but then they'll take their little clips in the back. So like I said, these are going to be way too small. And then use the hanger like this and hang them on like a curtain rod type of situation or a clothing rack, something like that. So that's another way that you can hang your wigs. Again, smaller than what I was expecting. Not going to work specifically for what I'm telling you about. Now, the other thing, the best thing, are these. Now, I got these on a severely discounted rate because Temu will do this thing when you log in certain days. It'll give you like this gigantic discount on something that's in your cart. This was one of them. This is a 12-piece. It just says black. There's quite a few in here. And these are like those little bags that you would think about when you put like a coat, like a coat bag, but this is a wig bag. So this comes with its own hangers as well. And let's fix the zipper here. Whoop. You'll take your wig, you'll take your hanger, you will hang your wig back up the way I showed you, right up at the top. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then you'll take your wig, you'll shove it in the bag, and voila. Okay, these would be great to travel with. You can just lay it flat in your suitcase instead of having it all rolled up. You could make this hang on again like a coat rack, in your closet, whatever you want. In friend mail, I had received some of these scented sprinkles from Just Jen. This is a company called Pink Zebra. If you are new here, I have talked to you a little bit about these before. Pink Zebra is a non-toxic, pet-friendly scenting kind of aroma that you can put in your car. You can put these in little warmers. These specifically are the little scent beads. And I bought a bag of these. This is a 100-pack. They are 8 by 10 centimeters, so I think they're the largest size. This was another one that they severely discounted for me, so I did pick them up for a lot cheaper than what they are, but they're still very affordable. And what I did is I put scent beads in the little satchels. These are like a tea bag, if you will. I put the scent beads in the little satchels, and then I hang these around those wig hooks so that when my wig is on that hook, it's gonna smell like these. I just had this like boop light bulb moment, and I told Jen about it, and I even sent her some of these so that she can do it for herself as well, because when I told her about it, she's like, oh, that's a really good idea. I didn't think about that before. But yes, that's what I am doing. And of course, you know, Pink Zebra, if you're interested in picking up any of those products, I always link Just Jen's channel in the description box below. So go ahead, check her out. She has links on her channel to where you can find the Pink Zebra scent beads. And if you were interested in doing this trick, these scent beads have been in this bag, and I have had others that have been in bags for weeks upon weeks. And not only does my room smell really good in whatever room that my wigs are hanging in, but my wigs smell really good, and it's like the scent has not dissipated at all. So they're as beautifully scented weeks and weeks later, exposed to air as it was fresh out of a brand new bag. Last of my wig tips and tricks is I have found what's called HD wig caps. Okay, so the wig caps that you typically see have some kind of seam here. Okay, but this seam is very incognito. Do you see how when it stretches over my skin, you don't really see like a huge amount of seam? Now, the caveat to these is that they are very thin and they shred very easily, but you don't see so much of it when you have it underneath a lace front wig, which is absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you the difference between an HD and a regular. This is your typical average basic wig cap. So you see that trim, that edge, and how different that is. So they look kind of similar when they're not stretched out, but again, when you stretch out this, you still see that versus this. Okay, so that's the difference. And I picked up a 2-pack, but then as I was scrolling through on a different order, I found a bigger pack. I found this in a 20-piece pack. So same thing, but they're just a little bit different colors. And I don't know if this one is going to work for my skin tone or not. Of course, I will be experimenting with them, but I did pick this up for relatively inexpensive. These do feel a little bit tighter, and being that it is a 20 pack, I don't know if the quality is going to be the same or not. Nope, it's not as HD, not as transparent. A little bit better than your typical, but not as transparent, which is fine, So I would recommend the 2-pack. I will list both of these, link both of these down in the description box below. I would recommend the 2-pack version over the 20-pack version, unless you don't even care about that seam. This one in particular is the one that I have on my head. Now let's talk about why my nails look like this. We have had doggy grooming days for the last like 3 days because I bought one of these. It's a pet vacuuming tool. Now, I was kind of concerned that the buzzing and the vacuuming was going to cause fear and agitation with my dogs, but oddly enough, the difference between the sound of this and your regular clippers is actually quieter, if you can believe that. Now it comes with a bunch of attachments, but this is going to be your main attachment here. This is the one that you're going to be using to buzz your doggy dogs. And it connects to hoses. There's 2 different types of hoses, so you can use one end of the machine to blow dry your dog if they've had a bath. The other end is where you're going to put all your clippers and attachments like that. So you've got your 2 hoses, again, like I said, the one vacuum hose and the one like blow dry hose, okay? Now this one in particular is not available, but there are many similar products to this, and I can tell you that this is a lifesaver, because my dog Toto in particular, I hand clip her with scissors. It takes me days. It takes me hours upon hours upon hours. This is an absolute time saver. So then the machine looks like this. And yes, it's full of dog hair because we have been using it. So the machine looks like this. This is where all the hair is going to collect. Would it be nice if this was bigger and it had a bigger canister to collect the hair? Yes, absolutely. Especially if you have a bigger breed dog, the small breed dog, to take off all of their winter coat. I went through like 20 of these, if not more, per dog. So I would have liked this canister to be a little bit bigger, maybe consider that, but it has a power button and it has 3 speeds for suction. Why this is nice, you guys, is because here is the vacuum here. Here's the vacuum. It will pull up as you're trimming. It will pull the pet hair up so that you can clip, okay? Versus when you're clipping, normally it just kind of goes flat. It flattens out the hair, but this will pull it up and then you can clip it. And it's beautiful because once it's clipped, it goes right in that vacuum. Love, 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 love. This one comes with a gajillion different attachments as well. So with the box full of attachments, you get a brush. This can take pet hair off of things, which is what I use this for, is to take pet hair off of things. Then you've got that attachment goes on one of these. So like that. There's another attachment that goes on this one, is this one. So this is like a brush, a pet hair brush, and it does have it so that you can pop these in and then pull the hair off very easily. This one is for in between the little toe beaners, to get the hair out of the little toe beaners. It comes with This kind of a vacuum hose comes with this, which I don't even know what this is, to be quite honest with you. It looks like maybe some kind of a nail file where you can file your doggy's toenails, because it does go into that clipper base, so that you take this off, you put this on, and then it becomes like a nail Dremel tool. That's my assumption. I haven't played around with these attachments in particular. It comes with different guards, different size guards, so that you can use, there are 9mm, 12mm, 3mm, and 6mm guards, an extra filter. And I'm not sure what you would use this one for, unless you just have a dog that you're just gonna buzz really short the entire body. I had to use the guards because I don't want to go that close to my dog's skin. So I will insert a video.
First you have to go to a long way, and then go short. You can go slowly without scaring them because you pull it. The other one that I had is, you know, it was more stressful for them. It's hotter. When they got so hot, sometimes I have to stop it. Okay, he's got some out of here. It's really easy to pull it out. Can you hand me this? He's not running.
And obviously there's still mess, but it's a lot less mess.
Yeah. It works different. It has their own. You have to charge everyone, and the other one to plug to the outlet.
To the top of his head. Oh, thumb is getting clogged. And we have our final result. This is Toto. Some of you have seen her before. She is a shitty poo. She is a mix between a Shih Tzu and a poodle. And so her hair is pretty persnickety, and that's why I have been using scissors on her. But that tool, you guys, lifesaver. But she's all clipped up. She's got her spring and summer coat ready to go when it starts to warm up. But this is the 3mm that I used on her, just FYI. And this was the result that we came up with. So let's say bye, YouTube. She's gonna go back and lay down on mommy's bed. So as promised, we have some more jewelry items. Now this one, I didn't realize that it opened up. I just saw it in the pictures and I thought that it was pretty cool. I also didn't realize it was as big as it is, but it is kind of cool nonetheless. This is the chain on it. So the chain has these extra little bedazzled beads on it. And then this is the jewelry piece itself. So it looks kind of like an old school syringe, but it does open, and I didn't realize that. Now, what I could maybe do is I could maybe put something in it you know, maybe some sparkles or something. I don't know. I could get creative. I could put some little beads in it, some beads that might look like, I could do like red beads that look like blood. I could do clear beads with a little bit of iridescence to make it look like water. And then I would probably seal it shut, because the way that it closes up is noisy and kind of irritating, but it's a decent length. It's just a fun piece. It's a fun piece. I thought it was kind of interesting, neat, different, bizarre. This next one is kind of designed for anxiety. Hair's doing its hair thing. It's in my face. It's in my face. Okay. So this one is kind of designed for anxiety, to bring peace and tranquility. So this is an Asian design, kind of like a prayer bead, only for your fingers. I don't think this is anything real fantastic, because this is super duper plasticky, not driving on that. Could I adjust that and make a change on it? Yes, I could. I could tweak this and totally make it better. So what you do is you kind of hold it in between like a couple of fingers, and then you just kind of play around with it that way. And it's just a little bit more portable, a little bit easier to kind of carry around with you. But yeah, it's supposed to be for stress relief. And again, it's supposed to bring you like anxiety relief, tranquility, that kind of thing. Something to just kind of easily put in the palm of your hand and just kind of play with. I thought it was interesting. Looking at the quality once I've received it is kind of like, nah, it's got the Chinese dragon bead on it, if you can see that. It's okay. It's okay. I'll play around with it, but it wasn't that expensive. Next one are these cat earrings. Now, they come in a singular, so please, when you see something like this, make sure that you're looking at the listings, okay? I knew this was going to come in a singular piece, and that's why I bought 2 of them. But it is a Sphinx kitty cat, an Egyptian Sphinx kitty cat. They were very proud of these cats. They were a big deal for them. These cats were, you know, pretty much taken care of, as well as, if not better than, their own children. I might need my mirror for this. But it's a 2-piece, so you take his little butt off of his little chest. You put put the head in the chest, and can't find the ear hole. Complication upon complication, you guys. We're having speech problems. We're having jewelry difficulty. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're kind of zigging zagging from point A to point B, but we'll get there. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. And then this is what she looks like. Obviously, we'll have to rotate her body here. There. So if you can see that, tail hangs down, and then her body is in the front. I just think it's super cute. And again, please pay attention to the listings. Look at the information on it, because again, it comes in a singular. So if you want twinsies, you have to buy 2. We got wigs. We got jewelry. We got home. Let's talk about some home stuff, some practical home stuff. Now, I have 3 people in this house, and we cut hair, we play with wigs, we shave, you know, all that stuff. And all of those little schnivels go down the drain and cause havoc in our drain. So I picked up one of these. Now, this one is not a very expensive piece. You can find these in other places where they're gonna be like $12, $15, $20. And this one is very inexpensive. So what you do is, you put this in your drain. Obviously, you're going to peel this piece off to reveal the nice shininess up at the top. This is how you push the drain closed, is just a push down, push again to release. And then this has a little net down at the bottom. You rotate this around and this just comes right out, okay? And then you can dump out all those little schnivels that might go down your drain. This is a great thing to have for, you know, people who drop jewelry and such down the drain. Because we know how tragic that is. So these, it's not fantastically designed. The more expensive ones will probably will hold better here, but there's also a seal on there. So you wanna make sure that the seal is on their property. That's the properly. That's that little black thing right there. So I'm gonna give this a try and we'll see how it works. Next piece. I have a couch cover that I put on the top of my couch, and it does have some little rubber grippies, kind of similar to what you would see like a kitchen mat have, but it doesn't hold tight to my couch. I am constantly adjusting it every stinking day. So I found these. This is a 20-piece pack. Don't use your teeth, guys. It's not good for your teeth. I know. Shh. They are these. So you would put one sticky side on the couch, one sticky side on the couch cover, and it should stay. It should stay. I'm hoping it'll stay. I'm always trying to find solutions to problems, you guys. I am kind of like that fix-it person in this house. If there's ever a problem, if anything needs to be repaired, if anything needs to be fixed or maintained, I'm the fix-it person. If there's, you know, something that can be organized, I'm the organizing person. If there's anything that needs to be cleaned, I'm the cleaning person. I'm the do-it-all person. And when I encounter a problem, or if I'm finding something that makes my day more complicated than it needs to be, I find solutions. Next thing. I've told you in a previous video, I go through these command strips like no other, okay? So I have pictures that I have up, you know, all year round, but then I take them down for specific seasons when it's a holiday or something like that, and I'll put a different picture up. And because it's a different size picture, or I want to put two pictures where there was one, I don't want to constantly have to drill holes in my wall to adjust for that, right? I want to have that flexibility. So I use these command strips all of the time. So I found this pack, which contains bloop diddy bloop 24 pairs. Now, if you are in the United States, you will know that if you get like 6 pairs of these, it's going to be like $5. So let me tell you, 24 pairs for under $5. Now, the only thing that's going to be the true test is how well it's going to stick to the photo on one side and how well it's going to stick to the wall on the other. I don't think there's going to be an issue with the Velcro portion of it. I mean, the Velcro portion of it is pretty secure, like your command strips. And the other true tell is going to be how damaging it can be on your wall. So what you do with these is, in case you haven't used them before, you put this on your wall, and then to remove it off the wall, you pull this. And when you pull this, it kind of separates from the wall in a very gentle way that it doesn't pull the paint off your wall. So I'm excited to try these. Excellent, excellent, excellent buy. If you're in the market for command strips, if they work, I'm hoping that they work. This is a huge, huge value, especially if you are like me and you're constantly changing out your pictures and you don't want to drill holes in your wall. Another one that I picked up, if you have a picture that you want to literally be a permanent place and you do not intend on moving it, these are also very great. Okay, so obviously you take this blue thing off and it will reveal the shiny like this on the opposite side. This is great for those tooth type of style hooks on the back of a photo, and it hooks right in there. And then of course, same thing, same premise, you remove the tape here, and then to remove it from the wall, you would gently pull this down. Okay, so if this, because the reason why I say a more permanent fixture is because you can buy more command strips like this that's just sticky on both sides instead of Velcro on either side, and you can reuse these. You can, but kind of a pain in the butt to do that with some of these. So these would be like a more permanent addition to a photo that you do not plan on moving or rearranging. But in case you do, you can remove it off the wall and not have to worry about hangers. Another nice thing about this is, you know, if you ever sell a house or if you buy a house, what's annoying, right? When you go into your brand new house and there's holes everywhere and that you have to patch them to make your own holes, to hang your own photos, to match that space. This is really nice. Or if you're renting. If you're renting, I highly, highly, highly recommend this kind of stuff. Again, maybe you'll want to test this out in an inconspicuous area, especially if you're renting, like maybe in a closet somewhere, so that you can see, is it going to remove the paint? Because it is Temu. It's not command strips. I trust the command strips, but they are pricey. Temu, not as much. But if you're renting, highly recommend this so that you can get maybe your security deposit back. And then last but not least, I have a photo hanger that I am interested in showing you for the canvas prints that you buy on Temu. Upon opening this, I smell cedar. I used to do fencing and we used to use cedar pickets in fencing. And oh man, did cedar just smell. Oh my gosh. If I could just have you smell that. I love the smell of fresh cedar, but this is how this works, okay? This is a picture that I got a while back. So you people who have been here with me will have seen this photo before. And some of you have asked me how to frame some of these. And I have showed you how I framed them in the 11 by 14 picture frames. But I did come across this option. So what you will do with something like this is you will take this. It has a slit on it, so you see that. And of course, you'll want to make sure that the top has the hook. And you can either slide this in, or it looks like they maybe have, oh, gotta put that in here the right way. Looks like they have, why would you put the knot there? Because how am I going to slide the photo in with a knot that way? Okay, anyway, we'll start at the bottom. I will fix that. I can make a change in that. You'll take this and you'll either slide it in, but they did add some popsicle sticks in it so that you can either use them as a spacer so that you can make sure that it's going to hold in there, because as you can see, it just slides in and it's going to slide right back out. So my assumption is that the popsicle sticks are going to be put in there, and it's going to help to take up some space so that you have a more firm hold. And then of course you put one at the top, and then once it's in there and secure, you can hang it this way. Grab a cup of joe in my unicorn mug. I think that's it for us today, guys. That was a long video, but I did want to make sure that I explained a little bit deeper depth of some wig tips and tricks that I hope you found were useful, interesting, things maybe you didn't know, and find some nice things that you can store your wigs in, how to hang them, how to zhuzh up a wig, some nice quality wigs, some okay quality wigs from Temu. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna have to put some energy into my body in a form of food because I'm hungry. And for those of you who are new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you considered subscribing. Also, like and share this video. That helps me out a lot. Don't forget to drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these products. What are you going to be picking up? What is super ridiculous? What did you think of that pink wig? Would you rock it, or is it super ridiculous? What do you think? What do you think? Jog vacuuming tool, highly recommend, highly recommend. Even though the one that I got is out of stock, like I said, there's plenty of them. And with cost of things going up, and it's $60 to $100 to groom your dog nowadays, try doing it at home. I mean, you really can't go wrong when you shave them down to nothing. If you don't mind your dog being naked, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I think I'm getting a little delulu. So I will catch you on another video, but for now, I will see you later. Bye, guys.